ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team at EVES, spreading ourselves right across the whole of the Waiwhaiakere and the Waikato, who I have to say they do live up to our motto here, being exceptional every day. I extend a very warm welcome to you here to the auction room. So, and that of course does include our property management division too. So we've got a fantastic team here at EVES. My name's Grant Child. My role is to just facilitate proceedings here today and help you move to the next chapter of your lives, whether you are buying or selling. We wish you the best in your endeavours, and a special thanks to our vendors for entrusting us in the marketing of your property, and of course the best of luck to you as well. You see Robin sitting over here on the left-hand side. She looks after all the technology. Technology and I, we are not very good friends at all, but she has great acquaintance with the technology, so she'll look after all of that. We've got Mark Gordon and the two Craigs on hand here today, folks. They're what I call my negotiation team. If your bids don't take me to the seller's reserve price, because that's the only level that an auctioneer can put a property to the market and sell to the highest bidder. But if we don't quite get there, then I'll simply pause the auction. One of the team will step in. We'll give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our sellers there today and see if we can't help get you into an agreement, at which time it will come back to me. I'll put the property to the floor and it will be sold to the highest bidder. But be very, very clear, folks. If I close the auction, anybody can come forward with an offer that does include conditional buyers. Now, in the market that we're running at the moment, you, the cash buyers, you are members of a very elite group of people. And I can tell you now that in one of the properties that we're offering today, if we don't sell it today, there's a conditional offer ready to go to present to it. So they're what we call conditional buyers. Any conditional buyer can come forward straight after the auction, the moment I close the auction. So just be aware of that. Just quickly running through the documentation of obviously the buyers and sellers guide has been put out by the Real Estate Authority, just been upgraded. There's copies of those in the stand as well, but they've been on display at all your inspections and open homes as well, so I need not go through that. Just covering off a couple of things in terms of the most important document. That's of course the contract of sale that you work to. By way of any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract, and I remind you that bids at auction, they are on that cash unconditional basis. You also deem to have accepted the vendor's title without any rights of requisition. So based on that, I'll just take you back to this portion here, the conduct of auction. That's what's up there on the screen. You've all had the opportunity to peruse that as well, but two important points that I just remind you of. One is your obligations immediately on completion of the auction. Of course, that is signified by the fall of the hammer. When that happens and when that falls in your favour, folks, then all your requirements today are prior to commencing any celebrations is, of course, give us your signature on the contract and, of course, pay your deposit. Now, we just ask for 10% of the purchase price today, unless you've made any alternative prior arrangements with our sellers with their approval, and, of course, the balance is then payable on settlement day. The only other thing I just want to talk to you about, folks, is what we call vendor bidding. Because there's a bit of a myth still out there in the marketplace that vendor bids are used to try and push the price up. That's an absolute load of codswallop. Never has been the case. The situation with vendor bidding, folks, is I will only use a vendor bid if I've only got one bidder that's participating in the auction and we're too far away from the vendor's reserve price. I'm the only one authorised to submit vendor bids. Right? And I will disclose them to you, but it is simply a technique to work with you and work alongside you to help you get to that negotiating platform where we pause the auction, and that will always be below the owner's reserve price. So it's just a technique to help you purchase the property here today. If at any stage you're unsure as to where the bid is, just ask me and I'm more than happy to clarify that for you instantly, but I will be disclosing all those vendor bids. So any questions at this juncture, folks? Also welcoming our viewers watching via the live stream as well. All our auctions go out over the World Wide Web for everybody to see, folks, which just brings another element of transparency to our EVES auctions here. No questions? No questions from any phone bidders? Okay, without further ado, we'll move straight to the first property for the afternoon, and that's this property at 22 Ranui Street that you see up there on the screen, and also at the front of the room we've also got Sharon and Malcolm Blakey working out of our Cherrywood office. Now, after all that gobbledygook that I've gone through as far as my preamble, folks, I can confirm for you this property there will be no vendor bidding. I won't be refusing any bids on this one. This auction has been brought forward. The owners are in contract. The auction's been brought forward to give you equal opportunity to purchase the property here today. I will disclose to you the level of the pre-auction offer very shortly. Now when I disclose that, Robin will put it up on the screen there in the space where it says opening bid. Be very clear that is not an opening bid, that is the level of the pre-auction contract. I will then invite any bids over that level to give you the opportunity to purchase the property. So 22 Railway Street, sought after location due to that quiet tree-lined charm there, and of course the wonderful close proximity to the parks, the stunning waterfront not too far away from your new home here in Railway Street, and of course you've got those wonderful walkways for your daily, either whether it's just a stroll or your daily exercise. It's all nice and handy to home. So looking at the legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, 703 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. Record of title SA 5D, folio 288, confirms all the legal aspects of it. Now the channels, as far as the channels are concerned, the spa pool is as is, the HRV system is not connected, it does stay, so that's on an as is, whereas basis, no vendor warranties. As far as that is concerned, just a quick reminder: an extra clause in the contract under the warranty exclusions. The TV aerials have not been utilised by the vendors during their ownership and are excluded from the warranties under clause 9.31. And one of the three halogen lights on the westmost light fitting in the kitchen does not work and cannot be replaced and is excluded in the warranties under clause 9.31. There was some original documentation circulated, folks, stating that's referred to clause 9.21. That was a typo error. It relates to the vendor warranties under clause 9.31. Just making sure that you are well and truly aware of that prior to putting your hand up here today. 16th of December, still our settlement date. A lot of flexibility, obviously, around that. I mean, we almost ran out of room on the screen for the channels list. That's an indication of the quality of the property. Any additions, deletions to the channels list? No changes there. So certainly an impressive home that was built to last, folks. The original features of that 1980s era, the gorgeous polished native timber floors, absolutely beautifully presented, and really is one of those homes that's just moving and ready to start your new lifestyle. Smartly positioned outdoor areas, well, that provides an array of enjoyable options for you here. The opportunity there to chill in the spa or have those family barbecues. It really is a wonderful opportunity for you here at 22 Railway Street. It really is a property to treasure for the years to come, and you'll absolutely love the space that this property offers you. It easily caters for the toys, tools, or the growing family, and it would be remiss if I didn't mention the outstanding location. Located in one of the better areas of our wonderful city here, so I did say that the owners were in contract. I said I would disclose that figure, and that figure has been signed at $1,500,000. $1.5 million, the property is under contract, and here for your bidding now. That's a $10,000 rise on top, certainly a property that would deserve that. $1,500,000. So I have a $10,000 rise quickly. We brought the option forward for you. No time to dilly-dally now, folks. Your opportunity is here. I'll call it 3 times. If I don't get any further bids, the property will be sold at $1,500,000. First call for any advance on at $1.5 million. Happy to take a 5 if it'll help you. I'll even take a single $500 bid. Will do it for the second time. Third, last chance quickly before it goes. No further bidding, guys. I now declare the property sold. And congratulations, of course, to ourselves. It's always a little bit embarrassing when you get things pointed out to your face. Certain distinguished gentlemen up here, good friends of mine, pointed out to me that I called the first auction this morning and gone through all the preamble with a little bit of a lunch still hanging on. So thanks guys for just leaving it so long to let me know. At least I've been an auctioneer for a long time, folks, but that's not quite as bad as one day they let me go almost through about 4 properties before they told me that my fly was still undone. Great family team we've got here at EVES, isn't it? So moving on now, 54B, Hinnewell Road is the next one, folks. Carol Dovey has been marketing this again out of our Cherrywood office. This property absolutely beautifully presented there, partially renovated through. It's a townhouse, but it really is all about the perfect location of this one, isn't it? I used to live just around the corner. I know how convenient this location is. Easy access to the Cherrywood shops, not too far away. Easy access in and out of the CBD, down to the Buretta for the shops down there and Countdown. It really is a wonderful opportunity here. The legal aspects of the property described as a cross-lease freehold. Record of title SA 31B folio 73 describes all the legal aspects of it. The automatic garage door opener does stay, Carol, but it's not working, so it doesn't come under the vehicle warranties as far as that is concerned. Extra clause in the contract, clause 23, the purchasers acknowledge have been informed that the attached garage is fully permitted, however it does not show on the flats plan on the cross-lease title. In my preamble I did say you bid on the basis that you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title, but just reminding you of that. 20 working days is our settlement date, Carol. Yep. Any changes to the tables list or anything? No additions, deletions there, just that highlighting the garage door opener is not working. Have a look at the home itself there, folks. You've got those wonderful, interesting angles throughout the home there. But I think one of the key benefits there, Carol, would be those beautiful timber features. It's something a little bit different. It's not stark, it's got, you've got wonderful neutral tones that go with it. Those timber ceilings, they really do add a little bit of character and atmosphere. You've got that spacious renovated kitchen where cooking becomes an absolute privilege in your lifestyle going forward. It's sleek in design, but certainly bulking in practicality as well. But as I mentioned before, folks, key is the key to convenience in this particular location. Absolutely wonderful location indeed. So 54B Honeywell Road. Now, Carol, I understand you've got a contract all drawn up, just waiting to be signed and presented to the vendors. In my preamble, folks, I did make reference to conditional buyers. This is one of them here today. Your opportunity to buy it in cash is right before your very eyes now. I'll take an opening bid at whatever level. I'm not going to suggest any figures for you on this one. Leave it entirely over to you. Otherwise, we just close the auction and Carol will go ahead and present that conditional contract. Cash interest, now's the time to disclose. First call. Second, last chance. Obviously none here today, Carol. Close the auction, go ahead and present that contract, and I look forward to getting a text message from you before I have my first beer this afternoon, letting me know that property's under contract. Right, moving straight along, folks, number 9 Lanyard Street. Jeff and Sarah Garner from our Bethlehem office have been presenting this property. It's brick, it's weatherboard, it's got the cavity. What more could you really ask for? Well, here's some more for you. It's double glazed and it's low maintenance. It's got easy care gardens. So really, what more do you need for a nice, comfortable lifestyle in a great location? The legal aspects of it is a freehold estate. Well, there's another key ingredient to good real estate, folks. Freehold, 286 square metres of land, more or less, so not a lot to look after, but just enough to keep the green fingers happy. 3 foot 325 2 is the record of title number that confirms all the legal aspects. 23rd of January, folks, is still our settlement date.
For such other date, that might be.
A bit of flexibility around that as always. We always try and make the settlement date as flexible as possible. Channels list, any additions, deletions to what you've had circulated?
No, just the circulator.
No, all good. So here we go. Back to the property itself, you've got the 2 living spaces with connecting covered outdoor patio area that link both those spaces together. So absolutely fantastic for entertaining as well. And it does bring an element of privacy to your lifestyle as well, too, doesn't it, guys? So as you see there on the screen, you've got the lovely modern kitchen, the stone bench tops, and the wonderful dining area adjacent to it as well. Well, your family chef is going to find it easy to satisfy those families' tantalising taste buds when producing the gourmet delights out of this kitchen. The home itself is absolutely immaculately presented. You've got the lakes crossing close by, the cycleways, the walkways. Well, they're pretty much almost on your doorstep here from Lanyard Street. In fact, you guys almost live in this street. You've sold that many properties in this street, haven't you? I think you were one of the first ones to sell a property in Lanyard Street a number of years ago. So there we go, folks. You've got a great opportunity here. Who'd like to start me away with an opening bid? I suggest $750,000 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property of this calibre. Somebody like to start me away at $750,000? I know we've got interest in the property, so happy to get it underway for you at $750,000 on a vendor bid now at $750,000. $750,000 vendor bid, just starting the auction to give you the opportunity to participate here, but I wouldn't take anything less than a $20,000 rise from here. At $750,000, make it $770,000 if you will now. First call to get on the bike and peddling if you're here to buy. Second time, Third, last opportunity, quickly now folks, join me in your venture for purchase here in Lanyard Place. 770, I'll go then on behalf of the seller. Vendor bid at $770,000. Like I said, I've just started the auction to give you the cash interest, the opportunity to buy here today. At 770, make it 790 if you will. First call now, roll it on to $790,000. Think about the location and the handiness to the lakes that you've got here. Second time, third, last chance for you to join us, folks. I'm not going to leave it there. I'm going to lift it again on behalf of the seller now at $790,000. Happy to take a 10 now if that makes it more comfortable for you, folks. It's $790,000. Take it to $800,000. Happy to pause and give you the opportunity to keep talking to our vendor at that juncture. First call now at $790,000. Think about the immaculate presentation of the property. Think about what it's got to offer. But the key ingredient is think about the location. Second call now for Lanyard at 790. Third, last chance for cash interest. I'm going to lift it once more on behalf of the seller into $800,000. Treating the property with the greatest respect. It is worth more than that. But at $800,000, I call it 3 times. If I don't get any bids on $800,000, I'm just simply going to close the auction. If you're in that position of cash, now's the time to disclose it. Once, twice, third, final opportunity for bidding. I don't want to participate today. I'll close the auction. We're going to have to do it afterwards now, so I'm sure you'll have that property under contract in no time at all, guys. Thanks very much. Welcome. All right, moving on, folks. Number 10, Lamont Court. John Rose is our marketing consultant that's been marketing this property here, and a great property indeed, and certainly built to capitalize the sun in a very peaceful private cul-de-sac location, being Lamont Court out there at Pies Bar. It is a freehold estate, 407 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer here at this property here, all described in record of title 192483 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Of course, that is the home of all our records of title here at the Bay of Plenty. 16th of December 2022. It'll be a long wait for 2023, but the opportunity to be in for Christmas here. And any changes to the channels there, John? As you see, all good to go, as you see there in the draft contract and as confirmed on the screen there, folks. So if you run short of ingredients, the shopping centre is a very short walk away from this property, or if you want to flag getting a meal together, just wander down to the Good Local. It's not too far away from your new home out here at Pies Bar. And while you're down there, just keep an eye on this gentleman on the right-hand side of John Rose over here. You'll see him down at the Good Local there, Craig Wilson. That's his local watering hole. I speak highly of the Good Local because Craig, if it's good enough for Craig to make to frequent that place, it's good enough for anybody, I would suggest. So,
frequent's probably good.
We've been working together for too long, Craig, for you to get away with that one, mate. John, just an outstanding opportunity. Look at that kitchen that you see up there. The generous open plan living spaces that provide plenty of natural light into the property. It's a great haven to create those special family memories in this home here in your time to come. You've got that delightful courtyard, perfect for having a relaxing coffee or beverage of your choice. The perfect place to move in, kick back, and just relax your lifestyle is number 10 Lamont Court. So where would you like to start this one away? You set the benchmark of where we start, and I'll guide you from there. $750,000. We're underway now at $750,000. Reading my notes, have you been there, sir? Exactly where I would have suggested myself. At $750,000, happy to take a $20,000 rise from here at $750. Let's get on the bike and peeling over now. Who says $770? Once I call now, second time. Third. Last opportunity for you to join us. Hopefully work alongside you then, sir, at $770,000. Think about the great location, making it $790 immediate retort on the way there, sir. Appreciate you working with me. At $790,000, taking you through the 800 threshold to 810 would be the perfect strategic move for you there, folks. First call now at $790, chasing down a $20,000 rise now. Second time for you to join the race here for Lamont Court. Third, final opportunity, 810 it is then with me, sir, vendor bid. Making it 830 and we'll pause and talk, shall we? At $810,000 on the vendor bid night, 830, you're just shaking your head there, man. Yes? You can bid under your own right, man, there's no problem.
So can we stop now and negotiate? negotiate, or would we have to go?
The bid's with me at $810,000 on a vendor bid, so take me to 830, we'll pause and you can negotiate from there. Thank you, appreciate you working alongside me there at $830,000. Don't be confused by that man, he's done exactly the right thing. At $830,000, I did say if you can take me to 830, we'll pause and talk. Your opportunity is now, folks, we'll call it 3 times. Once now at $830,000, are we in or out? Second call, otherwise we pause and talk with the folks down here. Third, last chance, done and finished. $830,000, the bid's down here in the centre. Craig, can you see if you can help them, please? Alright, moving up to the Katikati region now, where Colin Stewart Road works out of our Katikati office and does a great job up there. In particular, presenting this property at number 126 Puta Road. Now, your family lifestyle is about to be elevated exponentially with this property here, folks. Have a look there on the screen. That is where you are going to absolutely capture buckets full of summer family fun. The legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, and record of title SA 73A, folio 137, confirms the land holding of 5,208 square metres of land, more or less. 31st of January 2023, Colin, is still our settlement date.
Yeah, all flexible.
A bit of flexibility around that. Any changes to the channels list at all?
No change.
Just a reminder of a couple of clauses, folks. Clause 23, the vendor gives no warranty as to the working order and condition of the spa pool, nor in respect of its compliance with the requirements of the local authority, with the local authority's fencing requirements. And clause 24, at the request of the vendor solicitor, the clause has been inserted authorising early release of the deposit, so it can be released earlier in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act. So just a couple of extra clauses to make sure you're fully aware of there. No other changes there, Colin? No. So back to the property itself. Now, if you're looking for somewhere to run a home business, or if you're a vehicle collector, or you've got lots and lots of toys, then you've got the 2 large sheds on this property here. And when you look at the land space that's available around the home there and around the property, well, you've really got plenty of space for the family cricket and family fun times as well. In the home, you've got the large open plan living spaces, the private master suite, well, that includes the separate lounge as well for your intimate privacy as well. The kitchen, it's got a scullery, so the gourmet chef of the family is going to relish producing your family delights in this kitchen. And all this, you are only located approximately 3 kilometres to the main street of our wonderful mural town, Katikati, and even a bit closer to the schools and the medical centre as well. So I think, Colin, justifiably you could call this a blue chip lifestyle location and a blue chip lifestyle property.
Absolutely.
So property of this calibre, folks, would be certainly worthy of north of 1.8 million, but I'd be happy to take a 1.8 million start. Definitely worthy of north of 1.8. Do I have a start at 1.8? Has to be one of you in the room, folks. No registered telephone bidders on this one. First call to get me underway now. Second time for cash interest. Think about the land holding, folks. 5,208 square metres. Third, final call for cash interest. Today, close the auction there, Colin. Hand it back to you. I know you've got some buyers that are doing their due diligence on the property, so I look forward to getting a message from you over the weekend sometime, letting me know that you've got the property under contract. Those buyers for that are in for an absolute special lifestyle overhaul.
Close to the 3G too.
Thank you. Good on you. Right. Jason Hills from our Cherrywood office has been presenting this property here at number 54 Princess Road, that's bold and desirable in the origins of 1976 when it was built. You've got that lush paradise where an in-ground pool amidst the tropical palms and foliage would be well worth researching that option for you, and it would really create something very special indeed. I'm going to talk quite a bit about this property, folks. My battery nearly went flat yesterday with a phone call from Jason giving me instructions on what I had to do for the auction today. So, shall I cover off the legal aspects here, Jason, just to make sure that we're right? We've got a freehold estate, 706 square metres of land, more or less, what's on offer. Record of title SA 19A folio 132 describes all that. We did have we've got a clause in there just authorising early release of the deposit at the request of the vendor solicitor. 20 working days, Jason, still our settlement date. Yep, the channels list, no additions, deletions there. So remember, you've got the north-facing deck conveniently adjacent to the kitchen as well. So if you do a lot of indoor, outdoor entertaining, then it really does facilitate that for you absolutely perfectly. Or it is really just the perfect spot to chill under the rays of the summer sun and enjoy your nice backyard there. I mean, you can almost feel yourself there just looking at that photograph, can't you, Jason? It's something very special indeed. How am I going? Am I going okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's go to the inside, folks. We've got the rake ceilings there above the generous entertaining areas on the inside as well. So it really is one of those properties that caters to everybody. Storage, well, that really is the hero of the home with steps to a colossal roof activity. So, you've got tons of storage in the property. Just a minute or so to the gates of the Bellevue School. Otamoto Intermediate and Otamoto College are not too far away from home. In fact, you don't even have to worry about going and picking the kids up and taking them to school from this location. They can walk. You can always watch them walk to the gates of the schools. It's that close. Of course, you've got a short drive one direction to the Brookfield shops and the Cherrywood shops in the opposite direction as well. So, are we all good now, Jason?
Good to go, mate.
Yeah. There's only one thing left to do.
Sell the sucker.
I'm glad you put an S in the front. Right, let's get us underway there, folks. We'd like to start me away now. 54 Princess Road. You've done a great job with this one, Jason, I have to say. First of all, now for a start, we're here to just work with the cash interest today, folks, just in case you haven't figured that out. Happy to work with Jason's happy to work with the conditional interest, but I don't work with conditional buyers, so I only work with you, the cash ones, the elite people. Second call now for an opening bid. Third, last chance. Well, that staggers me, Jason. It's such a wonderful property and an absolute handy location. I'll close the auction, but I know you're going to put a sold sticker on that signboard very soon indeed. It's a great option there in a great location. So the auction's now closed. Just talk to Jason from our Cherrywood office. He'll help you from there.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome, mate. All right, back we go for number 10, Lamont Court, folks. Folks, could you just confirm you've amended your bid now from $830,000 to $860,000? At $860,000, John, you've got the owners on the phone. What are my instructions?
Sell, mate.
Is to sell. On the market it goes then, folks, in favour of these folks down the centre here at $860,000. For the want of a better bid, I'll take anything you put on top. Otherwise, it goes down here at $860,000. First call now for a slice of paradise in Lamont Court, offering you 407 square metres. Second time, think about what you can do with this property and the lifestyle that it's going to bring you. Third and final opportunity, it goes sold to you and congratulations to our sellers on their phone. Moving on to the next one, we're starting to run out, folks, otherwise you'll have to be back next week for another 10 properties. 27B Manson Street, the next one. Paul Walker from our Bethlehem office will be presenting this one here. If you're looking for something with peace of mind construction, then here it is here at 27B Manson Street. Of course, that brick and tile brings that for you. The legal aspects, it's freehold estate, 390 square metres of land, more or less, and all described in record of title, say 61B folio 133. Now, excluded from the channels is the garden furniture that does not stay. 90 days is the settlement date, Paul. Such other dates mutually agreed between both parties. Any other changes to the channels list?
No word.
No, so all good to go. The open plan configuration makes the home fully functional with a real wide range of living requirements there. So functionality, if that's part of your ingredients for a good property, then this one certainly caters for that. You've got the well-appointed kitchen with the walk-in pantry, where even the most reluctant cook will be reaching for their apron in a kitchen like this here. You've got a nice short walk to the Drayton village from this location as well. So if you don't want to be using the car with the price of fuel at the moment, this would be a great place to reside because you can walk down to do your grocery shopping and everything at Countdown and Drayton. Certainly one worthy of consideration for investors. So I'd be happy to take a start anywhere in the sevens on this one. Anywhere in the sevens would get me underway. If you're in that position of cash, you need to disclose it now. Because I understand Paul, you've been working with some buyers that are not quite in a position to be able to bid at the auction. So, first call, second, third, final opportunity today, folks, for cash interest. Obviously not here today, Paul, so I'll close the auction and leave you to continue working with that one. It is a wonderful option, and Britain, folks, if you're looking for something low maintenance, then this would be very hard to Alright, second to last property for the afternoon, folks. Number 2, Chevron Drive. Location, location, location. The cliche as it says, but this really is all about location. And Sharon and Malcolm Blakey from our Cherrywood office. Well, you would have been able to walk to do your open homes from this one. Yep. It's so close to the Cherrywood shops. It's move-in ready and absolutely immaculately presented with that neutral colour palette. So it really is a good opportunity for you here today. The legal aspects of it, if you look at record, will totally say 11A, folio 118, and SA 12A, folio 1472. You find that that's all the legal aspects described there as a cross-lease freehold. 10 working days from today's date is the settlement date. Any flexibility around there as always. Any changes to the channels list or anything? No changes there. So you'll absolutely love the open and sunny living space and because it's got the heat pump for a little bit of extra comfort as well. Well, we've got summer coming on, so you'll be able to turn it around and use it to cool yourselves down as well. The added bonus to this property, folks, is the studio. It's the ideal work from home or additional space for extra guests if you have them as well. Scope to add your own pizzazz or just enjoy this absolutely delightful property in its current configuration and standard as it is. You've got the north-facing paved patio area that's absolutely drenched in sunshine there, the manicured hedges, the private fully fenced yard, plenty of grass areas. What more could you ask for? Well, location, 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 as I said earlier, that is what you get from this property here. Just a very, very short walk round the corner and you're right at the Cherrywood shops. Be a hell of a long walk to the and if you get a little bit tired or the old pacemaker needs a bit of a tweak, well, you can stop off at the medical centre on the way because it's right on the corner, you walk straight past it. If you spend too long in the neighbourhood bar and kitchen around there at Cherrywood, folks, you can always go back to the location, to the church across the road and repent the next day if it's so wish. Number 2, Chevron Drive. Cash buyers, you've got the opportunity here, folks. You just need to tell me where you'd like to start the auction away. What staggers me as an auctioneer, and over 10,600 auctions I've called now, every time I call for an opening bid, everybody tends to look at the floor.
Money down here.
It's interesting. Yeah, no, there won't be any money down there, mate. I get the cleaners in straight afterwards, just in case somebody's emptied their pockets. Looking for an opening bid now for 2 Chevron Drive, folks. Where do we say go? First call. Second, last chance for cash. Obviously not here today, guys, so close the auction. What buying power do we need to buy a property like this in this location? Location, location, location. I've repeated it 3 times now. I know somebody's over there making notes on what I'm actually saying here today. He's critiquing me, so just giving him something to ground in.
We have very realistic vendors that are willing to meet market, and that will be priced today at $675,000.
$675,000, folks. That's all you need to buy this property here at number 2 Chevron Drive. It's also interesting when those prices come up. I've already seen it from a couple of salespeople in the room going, I don't think it's going to take too long, guys. Make sure you've got a salt sticker in the car. I don't think it's going to take too long, and it'll be on that signboard. $675 buys that one today, folks. Alright, lucky last one for the day, folks. 59 Tauranga Road. Like the first one, this auction has been brought forward to give everybody the equal opportunity to purchase the property that is under contract. Don't worry about it, sir. Just answer it. It might be a buyer. 359 Tauranga Road is the property in question. The auction has been brought forward. Like the first property, I will disclose the level of the pre-auction contract very, very shortly for you. In the meantime, introducing our marketing consultant for the property is Lisa Longname. practice Lisa's old castle.
I know you've got it done.
I've been practicing that for years. We like to have a little bit of fun here at EVES as well, folks. Lisa's been marketing this property, didn't quite get to auction day, got a buyer, so auction's been brought forward. Is it any wonder, Lisa, it's got a great atmosphere, this property here. It's oozing those retro vibes with many of the original 1970s features. Now, this was once a Lockwood show home, and it's really perfect for those who appreciate this bygone era. That's probably why we're here today and not the original auction date. It is a freehold estate, 673 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. Regular title SA 11A folio 801 confirms those legal aspects. Now, the curtains, the range hood, curtains are excluded and the range hood is not working.
That's correct.
I almost said the curtains weren't working.
I think they're okay.
So the curtains are excluded and the range hood is not working. So clause 23, I'll remind you all folks, purchasers acknowledge you've been advised that the range hood is not working. Oh, there we go. So and that the curtains, fly screens, small glass shelf in the bathroom, small wire rack in the bathroom, 2 small wire shelves in the laundry, and the small mirror in the shower room belong to the tenants and are excluded from the chapels. That has been in the contract right from the start. Everybody will be aware of that, so all good to go. You are bidding on that basis though. 95 days from today's date is your settlement, folks, obviously because it's tenanted. Flexibility around that if you want to take the tenant on, get a bit of a return on your investment, then of course bring that settlement back forward. Anything else I need to add there, Lisa?
No, the curtains do belong to the tenants, but they have said they'll leave them, but I've just excluded them just in case they change their mind.
Okay, well you can have a chat to the tenants about that if you want them. So a real advantage of Lockwood's, folks, and has been for years, is Lockwoods are known to be warm in the winter and cool in the summer because they just absorb that heat and absorb it through the day and just release it through the night as well to make it nice and warm. But then, of course, it's nice and cool in the summer as well. But I think the key thing to this property here is you get a glimpse of it out through the windows there, is that nice 675 square metres site, more or less 673 square metres of land, more or less, not 675. So you've got plenty of room, it's fully fenced, it's great for kids and pets as well. Perfectly positioned to maximise the sun. You've got scope to add value going forward in life if you so wish. Investors, well, you can expect a return of somewhere between $600 and $650 a week. But it really is that central location for this property as well. That central automotive location. You've got walking distance to all levels of quality schooling, just as I outlined with a couple of the earlier properties as well. So, like I said, you haven't come to listen to me bang on about the property. You've come to buy it. The auction has been brought forward. The contract was signed at $830,000. I'm happy to take any advance over that. Anything over $830,000 gives you that opportunity. First call now, happy to take a $5,000 rise, maybe a 2.5, or even a single. Anything over 830. Second call. Quickly now, we brought the auction forward for your benefit. Third, last opportunity, in or outs. No further bidding, Lisa. I now declare the property sold. Congratulations to our sellers. That concludes our offerings today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back next week with some more great property for you to see.